way. All right. Oh, my God. Pull this a little closer. I don't feel like sitting up today.
I don't feel like sitting anywhere today.
I just feel like, I don't know. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martel, and with me always is Randy, except not always. Randy. What up, Randy?
What's up, man? Did you play the lotto last night?
I did. I didn't win.
I didn't either. I lost $15.
Had I had won, no one still would have known, but there'd be signs.
Yeah. I would have supersized my McDonald's.
That's right.
If I'd have won, you'd be sitting fine right now. I'd toss you a couple mil.
I would too. I was thinking about that. I'm like, who would I, with 1.25 billion, and you're going to walk away with at least 600 million.
No, the cash option was like $750.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I just assume that they're going to go ahead and take about 40 to 45%.
Right.
Right off the rip. So at that, it leaves you with about 650 mil. I'm like, yeah, I could give Randy $10. It'd be cool.
I'd take in buy lotto tickets with it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fine. But no, didn't win. But I would totally take care of my peeps.
Oh, for sure.
Not everybody. I don't like all you fuckers.
No.
But some of you.
I'd definitely make sure we'd have our studio built. A dedicated studio space.
The studio would have been built already. If I won the lottery
last night at
the
11?
studio would have been won. It would be in the studio right now. Because when you're a multi-millionaire,
Yeah.
multi-hundred millionaires, you can get things done fast.
You could have called the Amish at midnight, and they'd have had it built by 3 a.m.
Yeah. They're like, we're doing a barn raising. Don't you know?
Don't you know? They're Canadian Amish people.
Well, they're...
Pennsylvania, the Dutch?
No, I'm thinking the Madison, like the Wisconsin Amish.
Yeah, but they're still Dutch. Oh, well, okay. I can see don't you know then.
Yeah.
If it's Wisconsin's just southern Canada.
Canada.
Right. That
Canada.
I like
Emphasis
recording out
on
here.
the duh.
Because I get to sit and watch cars drive down your road.
Yeah, it is nice out here, and there's a little breeze today, so it's kind of nice.
It is. It's a nice day. Being in the shade, I don't like being in the sun.
Oh, I know. Being in the shade's nice. Yeah, so a lot of shit has gone on in the past week because we didn't record last weekend. Mo and I did. You're still dying, so you got that going for you.
I've got scar tissue on the lining of my lungs.
That's what you said.
Scar tissue that I wish you saw.
No.
Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. But they said I could be short of breath and coughing for about 6 months.
Score.
So that's good for podcasting.
I'm surprised they didn't give you some sort of steroidal inhaler to fix that.
That'd be awesome. Get rid of a cough and come out jacked.
Well, it's not going to do that for you. Different type of steroid. But, yeah, so last week, actually, it'd be 2 weeks ago in reality. I was in Dayton at a conference convention called ViralCon that is put on by a company called Viral Computing. And they're like an esports company.
Okay.
So they have like this huge esports arena. There's probably 60 desktop computers in there, monitors and shit, and then they have a couple like platform gaming systems like PlayStations 1 through 5.
Oh, nice.
Old Nintendos like NES all the way up through the Switch.
That's pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool.
I wish I could have gone. Sorry I couldn't make it.
Fucking setup. Yeah, I wish you couldn't have gone either.
Yeah. Funny how often that tends to work out.
But I ended up working. So I went there to hang out with Mo and ended up working it.
Ended up twerking it.
Yeah, I did. I walked around with...
People start waving 20s in your face and you're like, hey.
I wish. But I did have a camera and I was doing video and photos, and Mo was going to put all that shit together at some point with his video and skills. And
I saw Mo got to take some pictures of the WNBA or whatever.
No, that was college, like some college
Had
like
some good
tournament
shots.
things. So it was pretty cool. We were talking about that while we were up there. Just got the car back from the truck back from the dealership.
The FJ?
Yep.
What was it in for?
After 15 years of owning it, this is the first time I've had to take it to the dealership.
Should have changed the oil at least once.
Wasn't that? Gas tank fucking fell off.
Fell off.
Damn near.
Awesome.
There's 2 straps that hold the gas tank on.
Right.
One of them broke.
Yikes.
And I got home from PT the other morning, and had to figure out how to make sure the gas tank did not fall off more.
Ratchet strap.
Ratchet strap to the rescue.
Yeah.
Redneck the shit out of that.
Hell yeah, dude. You could have driven it 5 more years like that.
Well, my only concern was that the ratchet strap slips somehow.
Well, you got to snap it when you're done. Say, that ain't going anywhere.
Oh, no, I did that.
And then it won't slip.
Everywhere. I definitely dadded the shit out of that. But the drive shaft is maybe 4 inches from the gas tank.
That's tight.
Yeah. So I had concerns. So it went to the dealership for gas tank straps, transmission fluid change, which for those that don't know, the transmission on the FJ is a sealed transmission. You're not supposed to change the oil, in quotes.
The oil in the transmission?
Yeah.
Or the transmission fluid?
No, the oil in the transmission.
Oh, okay.
The tranny.
I put
the
washer
tranny
fluid in
oil,
mine.
The tranny oil.
Don't no dipstick in your tranny?
Nope. It's completely sealed off. It is pansexual. It is fluid in its sexuality of being a tranny.
Keep going. You're doing well.
That fluid needs to be changed at some point, and after 280,000 miles, it was about time.
Yeah.
It was doing a little stutter thing that is associated with old transmission fluid and torque converters. So it did that thing. Well, they put the guy at the dealership, he's like, I don't know that this is going to fix the problem. He goes, your transmission just might be going out. I'm like, how long you work for Toyota? He's like, a couple years. I'm like, then you know they run forever.
Yeah.
Transmission's not dying. Everything I've read.
I've never, ever heard of a transmission in any Toyota going out.
No.
We had that Camry that I had of Mom and Dad's.
Yeah.
We got from them. We got that from them at like 180,000 miles. We sold it at like 250, and we'd still... My mom bought it new.
Right.
Nothing had been done to that Camry except oil changes and like filters, like the normal. So and I know it's still driving because the girl we sold it to lives right down from us, and we see her all the time.
She's still rocking it.
Oh, it's got to have 300,000 on it, no rust, no problems. She had a very problematic PT Cruiser.
Well, I think everybody who's owned anybody who has owned a PT Cruiser is problematic.
Yeah, and we got the Camry so cheap from my parents. We gave her a really good deal. She was a good girl. She lived in an apartment in the same building we did before the last move.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still like I look at it, and when Mom bought the first Camry, it was her first new car, total lemon. It was in the shop 4 times within 600 miles. In like 3 days or something.
Yeah, it's...
Dad drove it back and said, you're giving us a new one. Well, we can't do that. We're going to do this. And he said, no.
I'll file lemon law.
Yeah.
It's lemon law.
I mean, Dad went to law school. He was an officer for a while. He's like, no, here's what's happening. We've been back this many times, blah, blah. We've bought this many cars from you. You're giving us a new one.
Yeah.
So finally, they just gave Mom a new one. No issue anymore.
Right.
Other than that, I've never heard of a Toyota having... like major problems.
Well, a lemon is different than having issues.
And every manufacturer will have those.
Yeah, that's just a production issue. But yeah, so they put the tranny fluid in, and he's like, the stuttering's starting to go away. I'm like, yeah, that'll happen. And then I have AC now.
I was going to ask you if you got the AC fixed.
I did.
What it need discharged?
So that they did a charge and die because I had the AC charged like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay, so they check for a leak.
So now they're going to die. They put dye in to see if they can find a leak anywhere. And then it's going back, and I'm not real happy about this, but I don't care at this point.
And you're going to do a Carolina squat on it?
No, absolutely not. That is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever seen.
It's now illegal in North Carolina.
Good, because it's stupid. A reverse rake is
I agree.
Just having a rake on the car in general is dumb. But doing that reverse rake bullshit.
Having a rake on a car when it's because you got big drag slicks in the back and it's a
different than
drag
having
car.
A lifted rear end.
It's way different.
But no, the sway bar link ends need to be replaced.
Oh yeah, $280K.
So it's going to cost me $500, which I think is a little more than it should cost me, considering I can get the link ends for like $67.
I was going to say, it can't be $60, $70 most.
I think for the whole set. the set of two.
Right.
And it's only the front that needs that's the problem. So they're charging $125 individually. So $250 for the set. But it's dealership. At this point, I'm not buying another vehicle, so it's cheaper than buying a vehicle. That's what I've resorted to.
Yeah, you're definitely in the right there.
But
I agree.
Just the fucking fact. And it's something that I could do, and I can't fucking do it. Because I can't lift more.
Because your shoulder.
Because I can't. I'm not allowed to lift more than 3 or 4 pounds with my left arm.
Just use your right.
Do you know how long it took me to put a goddamn ratchet strap around a gas can?
I don't know, 7 minutes?
More like 15.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. The angle, the dangle, just would not allow me to get a good grip on it.
Well, if you would have put it back in your pants and focused on what you were doing, you would have been done quicker.
Then I would have never got the ratchet strap on.
I had to use all 3 of my
I
arms.
had to use all 3 of my appendages. So, anyhow, it's been...
So you had a good time with Mo?
Oh, the roof's done too.
Yep. Liz told me I heard the roof was done. That's good.
The roof is done finally. So now we're just working on siding, which I can't get any motherfucking electricians to call me back on anything. Like, I've called people, I've left messages, nothing.
There's BJ's Electric in Circleville I've seen for years.
Well,
I don't know if they'd be...
The gentleman was just here. He does electric on the side, but he's not a certified electrician. I'm like, I don't give a shit. At this point, I just need it done.
Yeah.
Like, if you can do it and you know how to do it, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I'm at. But, so, I'm waiting on a couple other people to get back to me. And it wasn't urgent until it became urgent because no one's getting back to me. I've been trying to get an electrician for 2 months.
Right.
And the one electrician that did get back to me wants $600 for 3 fucking outlets.
Ouch.
Ouch is not a response to that.
Oof.
Fuck no.
Oh.
Not paying for that. I'm not paying that much money.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
For 3 fucking outlets.
I wouldn't either.
So, especially when you know them. Like, I don't expect anything free from friends.
Right.
And I never ask for a discount on anything. But I also don't expect to get price gouged. And that's as far as I'm concerned, that's a price gouging. So fucking blue collar assholes. Why can't I mean, being rich sucks.
It must.
I can't get anything done.
When I have an outlet go out, I just don't use that outlet anymore. It's like, well, we're down another one.
Well,
Can't afford to pay anybody to fix it.
Which is fine because I do the same thing. Because I'm rich. I have other outlets that I can use.
Right.
But I'm trying to add new outlets.
Need more.
I need more outlets, which is a different story. But whatever. So you still got COVID. You got COVID lung.
Yeah, this cough, man. It's not going away anytime soon, apparently. So let's fire up these cigars.
Let's do that. What do you got?
I brought one I've never tried.
Every one I have, I've never tried.
So
Almost. Get off it.
This one is a Sweet Jane. It was recommended to me by the guy at the cigar shop I told you about in Griff City.
Yeah.
That when I said, hey, I like these, and these, he goes, try one of these.
So is it a flavored cigar?
This is, I don't know.
Because your acids are flavored cigars.
They're sweet, yes.
And that upsetter we had that was really good, technically is a flavored cigar, but they call it infused.
Okay, well, I looked for one of those because Circleville's little cheap tobacco store.
Yeah.
A lot of the tobacco stores shut down in Circleville, pre-COVID even. But this one opened up. Then they expanded they doubled the footprint. They bought the building next to them. They had this like little wall humidor with a minimal selection. Well, now they have a walk-in.
Okay.
So I started looking for the upsetter. They didn't have it.
Did you ask?
So, yes, I did.
And they said, no, we don't have it?
Yeah, they didn't have it.
Or they said, yeah, it's in there. You just didn't look hard enough.
So this is by Deadwood Tobacco Company. It's called the Sweet Jane. And this is a Sturgis limited edition.
Oh.
So it's probably going to smell like or taste like bad decisions and regret.
I mean, it could. I mean, Sturgis is kind of a fucking white trash shithole.
Yeah. It's going to taste like skank.
Probably. Wow.
Before lighting it, though, it is sweet on the lips.
This one tastes like tobacco. Tastes like a cigar.
Which one is that?
I've got the Alec and Bradley Gatekeeper.
Okay.
It is a highly recommended cigar that is not flavored. Just as a Heads up. Most of the cigars I have are not flavored or infused cigars. It was just that one.
Oh, this is good. This is sweet. Not real super sweet, which I did bring a couple acids with me, too. I got the Blondie Belicios,
Yeah.
which are a lighter tobacco flavor, sweeter cigar. Unlike the Cuba Cubas, which the Cuba Cubas I think you'll like based on your opinion of the Upsetter.
Okay. I did like the Upsetter. I think going back now, that's like a one in every, like, 50 cigar smoke.
Not something you go to all the time.
No. I liked it a lot, but that's not something I think I would go to all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once again, I've got more of a sweet tooth than you.
You do. That is a fact.
I like this a lot. I need to go get more of these.
If you can. If it's a Sturgis release. I mean, are they even doing Sturgis anymore?
Oh, yeah, they did during COVID. Because they were all like, F
right.
you, I'm not getting a shot, I'm not wearing a mask, and then everybody died.
Then everybody got COVID and died.
Yeah. But, I mean, even if it's not a Sturgis release,
I mean, you didn't die, though.
I didn't, thankfully. Not yet.
I mean, I was a little concerned for you when you said you had COVID.
I just kind of thought, if it's my time, it's my time. You know, just like when I drive. If it's my time, I don't play games on my phone or get on Facebook while driving. I tend to pay a lot of attention to the road, but other people don't. So it could.
That they don't.
Yeah, anything could happen. So I just kind of went, well, we'll see where this goes. I'll do the best I can.
All right.
And then when they thought I might have a pulmonary embolism, I went, what's that? They're like, oh, it's like a blood clout in your lung.
It's a new cocktail you should try.
Like, oh, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then I started looking up. I was like, oh, this can kill you really easily. So that was a little concerning.
Okay.
It was nice to get the results back that I didn't have one. But
yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, I told you about the CT scan on my lungs. The same time you're in the hospital for your stomach. Remember, I had to go same day for my CT scan.
Yeah, I thought that was just for the scarring.
No, that's how they found out. They saw it.
Oh.
Yeah, they thought I might have a pulmonary embolism. So I went to the doctor on a Wednesday. She squeezed me in. Beth called on Tuesday. Hey, he tested negative. He's still coughing pretty good. Still fatigued. Doctor checks everything again. Goes, hey, I want you to have this one
Scratch and sniff.
blood test done called a D-dimer or something. And she goes, this doesn't tell us if you have a pulmonary embolism, but if it's negative, I know you definitely don't. If it's positive, you could, and then we'll need the CT scan.
Okay.
Okay. So she ordered it stat, so I went straight from her office to the hospital to get the blood work drawn. And like 2 hours later, they're like, hey, positive for sure.
That you had a pulmonary embolism.
No, that the test was positive.
Oh.
So then she wanted the CT scan. And 2 days later is when they had that scheduled, so I went and got that done. And on the way home, we stopped at Chick-fil-A, and I had the results that it was negative. So that was good news.
The wind is ruining
Your cigar shot?
my cigar shot.
I'm sorry.
It's breezy.
Easy breezy, beautiful cigar girl.
Anyway. All right. Well, we've got these out now. We might as well, because we have 2 bottles to try today.
We do. Where do you get your Eureka Gold at? Somebody bring it to you?
Yeah, it was a gift.
Corey?
No.
Oh, because I saw he had a bottle too, so I figured he might have got 2.
No, Corey's and actually Corey's coming next week. I already talked to him. So he's coming down next week.
Oh, he's coming to record?
Yes.
Awesome.
And he's bringing his bottle of 2-bitch.
You know what I forgot about Corey? That I've known him for a really long time, but I can't remember how.
Columbus Racing.
Is that where it's from?
It's either that or Ohio VW.
Because a lot of mutual friends
that's
are
how I know
like
him.
church friends and stuff. Like old camp friends.
Oh, because I know him through Ohio VW or Columbus Racing. Probably Ohio VW, though.
Yeah.
That's where most of the car people I know, that's where they're from.
Ohio VW was fun. So was Columbus DSM.
Columbus BSM.
Hey now. I'm still a card-carrying member of Columbus BSM.
All right, what do we want to do here? Do we want...
I say we start with the single stave. Because I think it's not going to be as good as the other one.
I think it's going to be super spicy.
Right.
So, yeah, we'll go with that. Get this.
Get your wax condom off the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so shout out. That's cool. Corey's coming.
Yeah, so
Hey, Corey.
Corey's coming. He's bringing his bottle of 2-bitch pack leader, or small bark with bite, because he said he's been saving it to drink with us.
Speaking of a listener friend of ours, I got a message from Mike McLaren this week.
Oh, yeah?
It's just a picture of 3 bottles of Virgil Cane Ginger Infused.
Yeah, I'm getting one.
And he said, yours if you want them. And I said, I will take them all.
He's getting me a bottle.
So maybe one of those is yours then, I don't know. But I was like, yes, please. Yep. Oh, good stuff.
For me. All right. Yeah, so he did send me a message. I'm like, yes, I will take one. And then the other day I sent him a message, yesterday I think, and I said, hey, if you're going to be in this area because you're still down south, could you do me a big favor? I said, and see if you can find a bottle of this if you happen to be at a liquor store. Matter of fact, grab me 2 bottles.
What was it?
Old Raleigh Distillery.
I was going to ask. Did he find it?
He said he didn't think he was going to be back at the liquor store, but he would keep an eye out, which I will accept as I may or may not be getting something.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
I mean, you can't, expect of somebody doing a favor.
I mean, I could.
You can.
I could be like, I expected you to get this for me. I know you said you weren't going to the liquor store, but I expected you to go to the liquor store, motherfucker.
And no, I won't give you any extra money. I'll pay exactly what the receipt says.
I will give you $2 less than what the receipt says, because I ain't paying for that.
Taxes.
Fuck your taxes. Fuck taxes.
I don't even live in that state.
I don't even pay taxes now because I'm rich, bitch.
This is a really good cigar.
Yeah?
I think you'd like this one, too, because it's less sweet than the other ones, and you taste the tobacco.
So that's the thing. So I've been listening to a couple, or a cigar podcast, and I've been reading some stuff about cigars because I figure I need to learn more about it. I do not. So you know how you get flavors with whiskey. You get caramel, you get toffee, vanilla, baking spices, oak, pear, whatever, dark fruits, leather, tobacco. With a cigar, they have tasting notes as well.
Yeah.
I don't get any of that. I don't get any tasting note out of a cigar.
Good. Then buy the cheapest one you like.
No, because the quality of the cigar also...
That's what I mean, the cheapest one you like. Like, you like the quality of it. I'm not saying, Swisher Sweets.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying if you like this cigar and it's $8.99, you like another one's $15.99, buy the $8.99 one. If they taste the same.
I think this was $12.99.
But I forget what this was.
But because the smoke on it dictate, the quality will dictate whether you smell like shit and have a shitty aftertaste in your mouth as well.
Right.
But
that could also happen with a high quality cigar too.
It could.
Depends on the blend, the wrapping.
Ooh, you need to smell that. By the way, it smells really good.
Smells good. Yeah, I like it.
Smells a little spicy. So
it does.
This is 110.8 proof, so 55.4.
So it's a little spicy.
It's a little spicy. Well, everything from the maker's private selection, the barrel stay program, is usually over 108.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't think of
any that has been under 108.
I know of all the ones I've tried, they've all been over. I was gonna say 105 because I couldn't remember, but I know they've been up there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for it.
Go ahead. Take yourself a little sippy sip. Good.
Ooh, that is spicy.
So you need to talk about this while I think my drink, with the barrel stave and all that and the name.
That is spicy. Well, I can't pronounce the name. So we're going to go with Mendiant. 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 Mendiant.
But what's before that? It was other words.
Oh, it's roasted French Mendiant.
Okay. That translates to roasted French hairy female armpit.
Probably. It doesn't taste like a hairy armpit.
Well, that's good.
From France. But it does have a lot of heat to it right off the bat.
Yep, I got that one up in my sinuses.
Right.
I let it sit on my tongue for a second, didn't feel nothing.
Hi, babe. What's up?
She wants to be on the show.
She has a look on her face like someone stuck a plate of shit under her nose.
She has a look on her face like my husband can't read shit, so I'm going to come fix it.
Right there, that word. Mendiant. Mendiant.
Mendiant?
Mendiant.
She walked all the way up here from the pool just to go. He's dumb.
Just to go.
I got to figure out what he's actually trying to read.
My husband's a moron. and can't pronounce shit.
Grab a cigar and join us, Liz.
I've tried. No. She tried some of the 2-bitch Eureka Gold the other day.
Yeah?
She didn't like it.
No, not a fan?
She's like, it still has that alcohol taste.
Well, there's a reason for that.
It's alcohol.
Yeah, it's whiskey.
It's whiskey.
It's cooked in a still and then aged.
But so back to this. Let's talk about this. I need to take another sip because...
I'm kind of need to cleanse my palate. Because I took a decent-sized sip, and I let it sit on my tongue and didn't feel anything. And then when I slowly swallowed it, my tongue, my jowls,
everything,
my throat started burning. My sinuses got a little burn in them.
This feels higher than a 110.
It does.
I mean, this drinks higher than a 110.
I should have gotten something to eat. I haven't eaten anything today.
I don't have any food.
Well, that wasn't a cry for help. Hey, fire up the Blackstone and get some steaks out.
I was just saying. We went to the store. We just don't have any food. I've got ribs in the freezer, but those are for...
Because you went to the sex toy store.
I tried to last night.
Got some edible panties.
That's just fruit roll-ups. Edible
More like
panties
fruit roll down.
It's just a fruit roll-up. It's just fruit leather. This fucking microphone. Up. There we go.
Yeah, that's why I get mine up.
Yeah, but you're sitting up.
It's straight out, kind of like
sitting at a lower level.
No matter where I sit, I just like my mic being more like, erect, pointing right at me.
It is still hot the second time.
My mic looks like Mark Cuban standing, and yours looks like it's his morning wood.
I'm fine with that.
So,
I mean, that's how I became a millionaire.
Still spicy?
Still spicy. Still, but that time I got a little bit of vanilla.
I was about to say vanilla on that time.
It's soft. So it's like it's hard to describe. It's soft. Like the feeling.
It's flaccid.
No. It's kind of like soft and velvety, but then that goddamn heat hits you.
Oh, it's
and
definitely
ruins
hot.
Everything.
It's definitely a hotter one for sure.
And I don't mean ruin as in like it ruins the flavor of everything. It rapes the inside of your fucking mouth.
Rape me.
So, but
I like the flavor.
Oh, I love the flavor.
It's got a really good flavor. I get
like
vanilla.
Everything about it.
This one to me is not caramely that much.
I'm only getting vanilla.
It's more vanilla, and I get a little bit of honey.
Soft heat, like the.
Oh, it ain't soft heat.
The the viscosity of it is soft. It's not like oily or buttery. It's like that's when I say soft. That's what I'm talking about.
Got it.
That's kind of that.
I love that hand motion too.
You like that?
Sorry, masturbate.
Yeah, well, I know.
Nobody can see that.
That's
but
what Beth said to me. She's like, he's down there masturbating.
Only takes 2 fingers and a thumb. Just rub them together.
It's almost like the world's smallest violin.
It's like cricket legs chirping together. I want to try this on the rocks, but I also want to try it with water, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So I'm going to pour a little bit over the rocks.
Put water into this because it's going to go over the rocks anyway, which is water.
Yeah, but I want to do it separately. So I drank the water out of my brewmate with the ice stone. I'm going to pour a little in there and leave a little in the Kinsey dram.
But it goes great with the cigar.
Well, I don't know about your cigar. I like it, but I like the cigar, so it helps. Like, if you like them both, they...
That's spicy.
Ooh, spicy.
It's so spicy.
I like it.
I'm just going to put water straight into this
shit. Okay, you do that.
Because over the rocks ain't going to make a difference, because by the time the liquid being warm is going to melt the ice with about as much water as you're going to put in the damn thing. So just put the water directly in the Kinsey dram.
Too late.
Pour it over ice. Drip.
You are not my daddy.
Drip. Thank God.
I think that's because for both of us.
Fuck. All right, let's try this again. There we go.
All right, I got about a drop of water in mine because I have way less than you. I just got a little sip left.
Stir, stir, stir. I like the color.
It still smells great.
Like that color.
Oh, yeah, it looks great, smells great. Great flavor.
Still smells
just
really good.
Spicy.
It's just real spicy.
Okay.
So it didn't mellow it out too much.
Mine's mellowed out pretty much. But I had, I think, more water to whiskey ratio than you did.
Probably. I only put like...
I still feel the burn, but it's not near as intense.
It's not near as bad. It's not near as bad, yeah. But that time around, No real vanilla. Heavy baking spice. And
Yeah, I can see that.
wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy wood.
So put that in the.
Do it on the rocks now.
That's my new brewmate, by the way. It's
Nice.
It's Tiffany blue.
It's beautiful. I love it.
It came in my mystery box.
Nice. What else did you get?
I got a rehydrate bottle, which is it's a big bottle that can hold a fifth of liquor in it.
That's great for rehydration.
I have 2 of them now.
Awesome.
One came in a mystery box. It was called the Fifth, and it's just the rehydrate bottle with a cap and a shot glass.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that one.
I showed you that one. Same bottle, except this one's a vibrant red.
Okay.
In a matte finish, but it has a flip top with a straw on it.
That's convenient.
So that you can drink water out of it. It also came with the lid with the shot glass.
Yeah, water.
So, what else did I get? Got another pint glass. So, the black pint glass that's right here that I'm drinking out of.
That's where it's at.
Got that.
Sorry, I
Over
interrupted.
ice?
Yes, this on the rocks. I've just been swirling it while we've been talking since I poured it in, and muy bueno.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get at it here in a minute.
I like that. You even got a little handle on it. That's nice.
Hell yeah! It's called a toddy.
That's awesome.
It's 4 hot toddies and coffee.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I love
I
it.
might just get me one of those.
But yeah,
Way better, right?
way better.
Like doubly better at least.
Yes.
That made me appreciate it. Before I was like, it tastes good, but it's pretty hot. Don't know if I'd spend $80 on this bottle.
There are certain whiskeys that are made for water.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is made for water, but I'm going to say it's made for water.
I like it on the rocks.
It's made for on the rocks.
Yeah,
I mean,
way better.
oh hell yeah.
That was holding such a good ash, I didn't want to ash it, but I was afraid it'd go all over your deck.
I will say that I did pour way too much because we still have another bottle to do. We have another bottle out of the stave program. That is
What do you got to do today?
crumbled coffee cake.
That I'm excited about.
That one, I got a little excited. I'm like, I like coffee cake.
I love coffee cake.
I don't like cake, but coffee cake isn't necessarily a cake.
I'm not a huge birthday cake fan, but I like coffee cake. I
don't like wedding cake.
Spice cake.
Nope.
I like
Not carrot cake.
with the cream cheese. I like carrot cake.
Nope.
Yep, I'll slam some carrot cake. I don't eat cake a lot. For being as fat as I am,
Muffins, just a small cake or cupcakes.
certain muffins I like.
I don't.
Banana nut.
No,
I love-
Well, I do muffins. I like muffins. Cupcakes. I'm sorry. I meant to say,
cupcakes,
I
yeah.
meant to say cupcakes.
I'll say I love banana nut in my mouth.
I'm sure you do.
Oh,
it's
so
squishy.
delicious. Bananas in pajamas are going in my mouth.
But
Cupcakes, yeah, I'm okay. I can take or leave cupcakes. But if I eat a
Cupcakes
cupcake, I saw done years ago and it blew my mind.
you rip the top off, flip it upside down.
Well, I'd take the bottom off and throw it on the top. But yeah, same concept.
Same.
Make a sandwich.
Tomato,
I can't
tomato.
remember the last time I had a piece of actual birthday or wedding cake or cupcake.
It's been a while for me because I just turn it down. They're like, "Oh, you want a piece of cake?" I'm like, "Nah."
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what's
not-
wrong with you? I'm like, I don't like cake. They're like, "Are you even American? You communist?"
Over
I'm like,
cake?
well, last I checked, fucking apple pie was American.
That's exactly
not
what I was about to say. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was like, I could see that about apple pie.
with a slice of cheese.
Never done that.
I haven't either.
Heard about it, but
slice of cheddar on a.
Maybe
on
we
a
should
piece.
try that.
Maybe
Buckhorn bites.
we need good apple pie for that.
Oh, for sure.
Not like that frozen shit. You go get
No,
at
no, no,
Kroger.
no. We'll go
Run down
an
to the
Amish store
Piggly
or
Wiggly and get yourself an apple pie.
something. You know, before it's sliced, cheese is just a milk loaf.
I have concerns about cheese sometimes.
I stopped eating Kraft sandwich slices years
Well, that's
ago.
not even fucking cheese.
That's why I quit. Beth and the boys still eat. I'm like, that's not. We should not be feeding that
That's
to our
not
kids.
cheese. Velveeta's not cheese either.
No, but I'll
it's not
slam
even
some
called
Velveeta.
cheese. It's not. They call it like cheese product or some shit
Yeah,
on the box. It's not even cheese.
that's why when it says sandwich slices, I'm like, slices of what?
Of sandwiches.
That's why I like going to a small town deli or an Amish store or something.
That's what we just buy. Well, I won't buy American cheese because American cheese isn't cheese.
No,
I don't care what in what cheese loaf it comes in. American cheese is not cheese.
I would rather have a good cheddar, a sharp
Swiss.
cheddar. I like Swiss a lot.
Gouda.
Gouda's good. Colby
Hot.
Jack.
Hot jalapeno cheddar.
I'll take that. Yeah, that's all good.
A hot cheese talk on the Buckhorn Podcast.
Keeping with our spicy theme.
Provolone.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast.
Mozzarella.
The spiciest food and beverage talk on any podcast platform.
I actually had...
We like it hot and tasty.
I had a habanero cheese that was fucking phenomenal.
My father-in-law gets that sometimes.
I'll go... So Kroger here in Lancaster, they do... I don't know if other Krogers do it. I've never actually looked. They do, like, the remnants when they're cutting cheese.
Yeah, like whatever's left.
They'll like wrap them up and sell them, for
Nothing.
under $5.
Yeah.
And I'll go through and pick up, like, I found like a rattlesnake cheddar.
That sounds good. I'm intrigued.
It was jalapeno. It was like a jalapeno cheddar. It was really good. The habanero cheddar. I've gone and got. If I know I'm making wings, I will grab chunks of blue cheese from there because it's cheaper for me to get that and get a decent quality blue cheese dressing, and then mash the blue cheese into the blue cheese dressing so that I have good blue cheese dressing for wings.
That is the proper way to do it. I'm just not a blue cheese fan.
I am. I guess I am. I like blue cheese. I like it with my wings. I'll eat it on my salad.
Like, I'm not opposed to it. It's just not something I enjoy.
I don't like ranch on my wings.
I have stopped using ranch by and large. When I went to Smoke Out for Wing Wednesday.
Yeah.
Dude.
Derek would... God, I hope...
No, they serve it. It's on their menu board.
I know, but he should... He only does that for the fucking ketchup eaters out there. Because ranch is basically ketchup, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody uses ketchup on everything. Everybody uses ranch on everything. It's a universal fucking dressing.
Which is why it's so good.
It's not.
I'm trying to find the thing.
Ketchup is not good. Ketchup is
a
substitute for people who lack taste.
Yeah, what about Yum Yum sauce?
What about Yum Yum sauce, Brandon?
It called for tomato paste.
Apparently there's an inside joke there.
I did hibachi.
For those of you listening, Martel's wife is sunbathing by the pool just off the deck.
Actually, no, now she's sitting in the pool making fun of us.
Well, that's fine.
No, I did hibachi the other night. So I did shrimp and all the other shit that goes with hibachi.
Shrimp and everything else.
Zucchini,
peppers, onions.
rice, all the shit. The only thing we didn't have was bean sprouts.
Ooh, I love bean sprouts.
I do too. And so Liz made made Yum Yum sauce.
Okay.
Which is basically mayonnaise, paprika, salt, pepper, and some other like garlic and some other shit. And
it's good. I like Yum Yum sauce.
She sent me a text that said cheers because I'm sitting holding my glass like this. And it was good.
I like the live studio audience too.
Yeah, it was good. The Yum Yum sauce was really good, but I didn't have her recipe the next day.
So you tried to recreate?
No, so I just got on and searched for one, and it was mayo, tomato paste, paprika, rice vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just use this. Well, I don't have tomato paste. I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll just use ketchup. It was good.
But it wasn't.
But ketchup's
not tomato paste.
One, ketchup's not tomato paste. But two, used as an ingredient in a mix, ketchup's fine. Used to put on fucking steak, I should stab you.
If the steak's done well, it doesn't need anything put on it.
Right.
I like ketchup. I don't put ketchup on steak.
Like, ketchup should only be used for French fries.
Hot dogs, dude.
And that's it.
Hot dogs, a good hamburger.
No. No.
Yeah.
There are better ingredients you can put on a hot dog or a hamburger.
Yeah, that's called having options. That doesn't mean I'm opposed to them just because I'll also eat ketchup. But if I have nothing, I'd rather have ketchup than nothing.
Seeing the way that the quantity that people use ketchup in, like it's not just like, it's like.
Yeah.
And then they have to stop and re-squeeze because they only got a quarter of the way across their fucking hot dog because there isn't enough goddamn ketchup for their fat ass.
You're really, really angry about ketchup.
I hate ketchup. As a condiment, ketchup is
amazing.
It's worst goddamn thing on the planet.
So universal.
It's not.
It can be put on all kinds of things.
It can. It shouldn't be. It's like ranch dressing. Ranch dressing shouldn't be used to dip pizza in. It shouldn't be used to put on fucking hot dogs. Ranch dressing doesn't belong as a dip for wings. It's for children. It's for people who lack taste.
No, that's me.
I know. That's what I
But see, I like to mix ranch with hot sauce sometimes, like with tortilla chips.
but now it's not ranch anymore.
No, but I'm saying I still like it.
If you take ranch and mix it with Frank's, it's not ranch anymore. Now it's buffalo ranch, and that's a different thing.
So here's something I shared on Facebook, which I know you didn't see, and I think we should really try it.
I don't know. I've been on Facebook more recently.
But you don't see mine.
I made 2 or 3. I didn't unfollow you.
Oh, did you see the dilly cheesesteak?
I did.
So for those,
I don't know that I want to try this. I saw that Jimmy posted it.
Oh yeah, he stole it from me, or I stole it from him. I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean, I like dill pickles and I like cheesesteaks, but a hot dill pickle full of meat.
I don't think the pickle's hot.
Well, it's going to get hot from the meat.
Not that hot. It's not going to be like the same temperature the meat was cooked at.
No,
It's no different than having pickles on a hamburger. You
don't
put them
know.
on, you eat it.
I don't know.
Well, anyway,
With
here's
nacho cheese on top.
Here's the ingredients. You get the full, hollowed out Mount Olive pickles with grilled onions, chopped ribeye.
Mount Olive makes a pickle salsa.
Not sure how I feel about that.
I'm never trying that.
Speaking of terrible condiments, let's talk about relish and the trash that it is.
Relish is just ground up pickles.
It's garbage. It's
It
ground
is.
up pickles that are made to taste awful. Pickles taste better than relish.
Relish is just ground up pickles. There's no additional seasoning.
Oh, yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
No.
Let me finish this.
Okay.
Pickle cheesesteaks are hollowed out.
There's not though. I mean, they're just
There is.
they're
There definitely
midgets. You ground up midgets.
Pickles are midgets?
Yes.
Oh,
Gherkins.
today I learned. You jerking the gherkins into little pieces. Hollowed out Mount Olive pickles and grilled onions, chopped ribeye, provolone cheese, and chopped with cheese whiz. Shots of pickle vodka to follow.
Okay. So
Yeah, let's get into that.
I saw this and I'm like, and I know I've said that I would try it because it's not Oreos and fucking salsa or powdered donuts and goddamn canned cheese, which was that just made my stomach hurt for days. This I
That's
would.
probably why you're having all these stomach issues all
It's
these
your
years
fault.
later.
Yeah, it's your fault.
2 years later.
So I am actually down to try this. I just don't want to waste. Like, I'm gonna have to make actual cheesesteaks though for doing this.
Well, right. And I'll buy the meat if you cook it here. So you have no cost in it.
Oh,
And
I'm not worried about that.
I'm with
It's
you though.
just-
If
I'm
it
not
sucks,
gonna-
you don't want to have a bunch of
Yeah,
trash
I
to throw away.
I don't want to have a bunch of meat and not have any bread, cheese, peppers, onions, and all that shit to not have a sandwich with at the same time. I'm down for trying this because the other day I finished off a thing of pickles and I took a big swig out of the pickle jar.
Oh, I love pickle juice.
Just drank
Great for
pickle
cramps
juice.
too.
But the pickle vodka,
I'm torn on that.
I'm not torn on it. I don't like vodka.
That's why I'm torn on it, because I don't like vodka.
Now, as long as the vodka,
The good thing with vodka is if it's in a mix,
it usually takes on whatever it.
yeah, it
it's
doesn't
like
have its
tofu.
own like taste.
Yeah, it's like tofu, except tofu is disgusting because the texture's fucking gross.
Yeah, it's Soylent Green.
Oh, whew. Make sure we're still recording.
Oh,
I
jeez.
couldn't see the light from here, and I know it hit the button, but it's that vodka has this, like whiskey burns. Vodka has this thing that it's just like it gives you a feeling in your chest.
Yeah, I don't like straight vodka.
So,
I
provided
don't really
that,
like vodka, but
that the pickle vodka, or if you're making it, then whatever. I got bottles of vodka, and we can just throw pickle juice and vodka, and hey, you got pickle vodka.
yeah.
I would be down to actually try this.
Have you ever done a pickleback?
Yeah, we did them on the show.
Okay, I would rather do that with those pickle things than the pickle vodka. We'll just do a shot of some kind of whiskey, chase with pickle juice, good to go.
Yeah, I mean we did picklebacks on
Did
the
we?
show. Yeah,
I'd rather do that.
which I'm fine. I mean we did them both ways. I think we did with mix, and then we did them with as chasers. But I don't know. Like I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah.
because I like pickles and I like cheese.
I don't know if the cheese whiz would be great on it if you're already using good cheese with it.
Well, so that's the thing. So when we were in Philly, I didn't realize every cheesesteak I've ever had has never had cheese whiz on it.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
never had one.
actually an original thing. Putting Cheese Whiz on a cheese steak.
That's already got another kind of cheese on it?
Well, in some of them, they only use cheese. Like the original cheesesteak only has Cheese Whiz.
Huh.
It does not have provolone. It is meat,
Cheese whiz and bread?
Cheese Whiz, and bread. There's no onions and peppers,
I
if
love
I'm not
onions and
mistaken.
peppers.
Like we went to several of the original
Right.
cheesesteak places. We hit like 4 or 5 different cheesesteak places.
That were all the originals.
They're all the
Kind of
originals.
like when you go to New York and there's 19 best pizza of New York places.
The best, number one pizza in New York. They can't all be number one, motherfucker.
It's like in Elf when he goes to the coffee shop or that little diner says world's best cup of coffee. Congratulations, you did it.
You did it. Like it's the same shit. So I've got a little spider. All right, sorry, little spider, you're dead. I've done
You just had
cheesesteaks
Charlotte's
here.
web going on the bill of your hat. You should have seen what it was going to write.
Too
F
late.
you.
Too late for that now. I killed Charlotte.
You're dead.
Wilbur's gonna be upset.
Yeah, but we'll cook him too. So
Well, he's tasty.
yeah,
I've done cheesesteaks here, but I did them my way. Like I did them
just like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I did it as I wanted provolone and
Yeah.
meat and peppers and onions.
That's
and
how I
did
like it.
that way without the Cheese Whiz.
I've never had cheese whiz. I've never even heard of that.
Well,
I'll have to Google it.
I only did it because I couldn't find the Cheese Whiz in the store. Apparently, it's in the macaroni and cheese aisle, and not with the cheese. So that shows how much I know about where Cheese Whiz
About
is.
fake cheese.
Because it's fucking canned cheese.
Yeah, it's not even refrigerated in the store.
No. Which means it's really good for you.
Yeah,
It's like finding a McDonald's fry 6 years later under your driver's front seat.
still edible.
Still.
I mean, as edible as it was when it was made.
Right. You just heat it up in the microwave.
Yeah, you're good to go.
You're fine.
Use the air fryer; it'll be a little crispier.
My favorite thing right now is hot sausage sandwiches on a
Yeah.
griddle. Oh my god.
Yeah, those are good.
I've
So when you cook hot sausage sandwiches, do you split the sausage,
no.
or what do you do?
It just gets thrown on the griddle as a link.
And then you do like a hot dog bun?
Hoagie bun.
Okay.
So use a hoagie bun, chop up peppers and onions, leave them large, like slice them, but leave them so they're bigger pieces.
Right.
Do a little bit of sauce on those, like as you're cooking them, and then just make a sandwich out of it. Take the hoagie bun, fold it upside down, a little bit of butter, sear that shit, and then make the sandwich.
Yeah. That sounds really good. Which
At the Fairfield County Fair, there is one place that I go to every single time. The guy's he's in the same place every year.
Okay.
Sells only hot sausage sandwiches. And I'm like, can I get hot sausage sandwich with sauce? I said, but he does a variety of different levels of cooked onions and peppers.
Gotcha.
I don't like cooked onions. I'm not a huge cooked onion fan.
I love onions anyway.
I like my onions. I don't like the texture. It's the texture.
Yeah, I can see that.
But cooked onions are slimy and they're chewy. Like they don't crunch.
True.
So I want my onions to crunch. He does this perfect level of cooked peppers and partially cooked onions with fucking sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, orgasm in your mouth.
No more cattlemen?
Oh, I do one of those too because we go twice a year. We go twice
Oh, so you do this
during the week.
Yeah, there you go.
This year we may not be going though.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm fine with it because Jose, my brother-in-law, is retiring from the Army.
Oh, congrats,
His
Jose.
retirement party is on October 15th.
Okay.
I'm trying to go down. We're trying to go down. Lexi may or may not go down. We don't know what's going on with her. I'm just going to leave her ass behind. But it's the same week. It's the same as Fair Week
Yeah.
and Harley's birthday. Harley's birthday is always during Fair Week.
Oh, you can skip the fair once.
It'll be the first time we've skipped the fairs. COVID doesn't count because
Well, yeah.
we didn't have a choice. But it'll be the first time we've skipped the fair in 14 years.
Wow.
Wow is right. That's for you. This is all right. So I just poured. This is another stave program for the state of Ohio. And these are only available in the state of Ohio. Anybody listening outside of the state.
Sorry, Putin.
Yeah. Fuck you, by the way. Just because. It is crumble coffee cake. It is... Oh, no, I can't read it from back here because the lettering's too small. It's 2 baked American pure staves, 2 Makers 46 staves, 2 French... Now, it used to be French Cuvée staves. They changed it.
Okay.
So last year it was French Cuvée staves. Now it's French...
Duvet.
No, it's Mediant staves.
Mendiant.
Yeah, they changed it. Mendiant staves. And 4 French spice staves. Toasted French spice.
Toasty.
So for those that don't know, just as a heads up, for this barrel program, what they do is when they create the barrels for this, it's Makers 46. That's all this is. This is
Right.
your run-of-the-mill Makers 46.
Which is good.
Which is fantastic.
Really good. Great price.
If you can get it, go get a bottle. I think it's only like $40 or $50 a bottle.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not super expensive. It's not super cheap. It's great
really solid pour.
wheated bourbon or wheated whiskey. Well, they call it straight. They call it Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey barrel selected with 10 selected oak staves. But Makers is a wheated, so it can be 51% corn, but the other 49% is wheat. It is a wheated. I don't give a shit.
I don't care either way. I've just been letting you
It's fine.
go on. How do you feel about ketchup, though?
They're not putting ketchup in this, so I'm fine with it.
That's probably good.
It's a good thing. But what they do is when they barrel this, they put these staves, and I don't know how big the stave is,
Yeah.
but a stave is probably, we'll just call it 6 inches long by 1 inch wide. So a 1x6.
That's what I tell Beth.
Yeah. And I mean, it produced 2 kids, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So they put 10 staves in the barrel. So they put 2 of the baked American pure, and that's just a toasting profile that Makers has created for themselves from the Cooper. This was bottled in March of 2022, and it is both of these, the roasted French Mediant and the crumble coffee cake, I've been told are 2 of the harder bottles to get out of the 5 or 6 bottles
Okay.
part of this project.
So we can drink
for
some of
Ohio.
this and then turn around and sell it on Boco for like $900.
Well, you say we, and it's me. But yes,
Yes, potato, tomato.
mean,
you can. Sorry.
yes, I can.
My vernacular was not up
But-
to snuff.
That does not go with my policy of open and drink it.
I saw the...
I would open and drink that $20,000 bottle of Eagle Rare.
You have a $20,000 bottle?
No, I said I would.
Oh.
That-
I
I
was
would-
like,
I
when
probably
did you
wouldn't.
get that and not tell me?
I probably wouldn't sell it when I won the bottle lottery for it, and it only cost me $2,000.
Nice.
No, but I would probably open that.
I would.
Actually, I would probably have a requirement that I would still sell it at price, but I get 4 ounces out of it.
I'd sell that price and get half of it. Screw them.
Well, you're not going to sell it for the full $20,000 that it goes for.
No, not 20.
It sells for 20.
Right, but you said $2,000.
You buy it for $2,000.
Right. I would sell half of it for $2,000. Get my money back.
Oh no, I no,
Drink half of it.
no. At least $10,000 for the half.
So how's the cigar working on you?
It's good, but I knocked the cherry off.
Well, I noticed you're relighting it, but sometimes you get farther into one.
I'm good with it so far. I mean, I'm only like a quarter in
Yeah.
on this. I mean,
I've been puffing on mine pretty good.
I need to.
I really like this. This is going to become a staple next time I get to. I did your move. I took the band and kept it for this one. Because the other ones I know that I like.
Yeah.
I buy them all the time.
As a
Well-
hack, a mind hack.
Yeah.
If you
Life
like,
hack.
If you like one of the cigars, keep the band because then
Yeah.
you can, or keep a list. I also have a list on my phone.
You can keep the band and do some cool decoupage with it. Make a collage.
I actually still have a cigar box upstairs that has Spanish mahogany in it, so that I can make my own little box whenever I find what I'm looking for, bag wise. So I have just a little carrying bag. This my Pelican carrying case is nice. The fuck is that thing hard to carry?
Yeah, it's not real convenient.
It's not convenient at all. You can only put so much in it.
I really like not for my cigars. I got this. My cigar holder holds 3 and has a cutter pouch on the outside. It's leather. It's nice. It was a gift. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But for my pipes, because with a pipe you have to carry pipe
You have
pipe
to carry
tobacco.
loose tobacco.
Yeah, loose tobacco, your pipe tool, a lighter, pipe cleaner usually.
Cleaners.
Well, I got
Enema.
as a gift. Yeah, as a gift, I have a handmade pipe pouch that folds into thirds. It's like a trifold with a leather strap that goes around it, and it can hold my pipe, few ounces of tobacco,
Yeah.
3 to 6 if I want it, my pipe tool, pipe cleaners, lighter, everything you need, and it's probably about the size of that case.
Yeah.
But it carries everything, so it's
Yeah.
like pretty cool.
There's an account that I follow called Tobacco Tactical. I'm cheap. I am just by nature. I grew up not impoverished, but I did not grow up rich like I am today. So you don't get rich by spending money. You get rich by being a cheap, frugal asshole. So
Or by committing crimes, or
that too.
yeah,
But there's an Instagram account that I follow called Tobacco Tactical, and he collaborates with a bunch of different people to create things.
okay,
So he had this thing called he collaborated with another one called Gypsy Waters. They made what they called the Arid Cigar Vault. It's basically a 500D Cordura bag. 500. It's a waterproof nylon bag that could hold, I think, 8 cigars in it.
that's nice.
Had a strap on it so you could just sling it on your back. But you could also throw in like lighter, cutter. You could hold a cell phone. Like you could
So
hold
it's a backpack.
You could hold other shit. No, it was because it was only like this big, just big enough to hold like 8
So it's a
cigars.
tiny backpack.
It was a tiny little sling
It's
bag.
a satchel.
Essentially, yeah. And,
They reinvented the fanny pack.
yeah, which I'm all for carrying a fanny pack.
I'm not against it.
That's
When we went down to Destin, our buddy Drew had one with Bluetooth speakers in it. He could set music going, put his phone in the fanny pack, and just walk down to the beach.
now that is
It was awesome.
I was gonna say gay, but okay.
Oh, you got to know Drew. You got to know Drew.
It's fine though. I mean,
You would
it's the
actually love-
it's the Bluetooth speaker thing that I don't like it.
I loved it because we had tunes walking down to the beach.
Have you smelled this yet?
I did. I was waiting for you to. Very unique smell.
Very, very unique smell. Like I'm getting
Potpourri.
I get dough. Like on the nose.
It almost
I'm
smells
getting
like-
almost like a pizza dough.
Down near where my dad's
Nether
side of the
regions
family
is.
Yes. Way down south, we play this game. But down in Adams County, there's an Amish little area that has a furniture store, a general store, a bakery, all this that we go to when we visit my grandma and grandpa's and uncle's graves and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, this smells like walking into that bakery. It's just what is the word I'm looking for? It's a combination of different baked goods. Like some of it's bread, but some of it's also like sweet honey buns
See, I on the nose.
and a little floral crap.
I'm
I'm getting
getting-
floral.
I'm not getting it. I'm just getting raw dough. And it's not a bad thing. I like raw dough.
Does raw dough have a smell? You like raw dough? What do you just eat? Like
No,
pop open some Pillsbury biscuit can and start gnawing on it?
No, it reminds me of growing up and going to that pizza shop.
Oh, DeCarlo's?
No, Orlando's.
Orlando's? Okay.
But close. Because the owner, Orlando, and then Jack, his son at the time, would hand out dough to the kids to play with.
That's pretty cool.
So it smells...
So it's nostalgic.
It smells like raw pizza dough. That's all I get on the nose.
I don't get that.
It's just raw pizza dough and a little bit
I
of
get
spice.
a lot of floral.
I get 0 floral. Maybe it's because my right nostril's clogged, and
My right nostril's clogged right out,
and
too.
that's where my floral scent comes from.
Your olfactory nerves. Give it a little tasty taste.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a bit spicy. I mean, it doesn't drink as hot as the roasted French median.
I'm
But
going to go on record saying right now. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, but it's got kind of a spice, but it's also 111.
I'm going to love this on the rocks.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to absolutely love this on the rocks.
it's kind of
I can already
sweet.
tell. Yes.
With it's got that alcohol-y burn, but it's kind of
It's
sweet.
like a coffee cake where it's a little sweet, but it's not confectionery sweet.
Right. It's good.
It's got that crumble cake taste.
Yeah.
That might be the best one of the barrel stay program, in my opinion.
Yeah. The I will say the milkshake
Yeah.
was not good.
Yeah, the milkshake was one that stands out.
That it stands out as not being good.
No, it wasn't
To me.
great.
I mean,
because we ended up mixing that with something else, didn't we?
It was no. I wouldn't mix that. It had what artificial chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what that tasted like. It tasted like fake chocolate.
Yeah.
It didn't taste anywhere
Like
near
the chocolate syrup.
No, like so they have dog treats, or they used to make.
I've never tasted a chocolate dog.
No. It's not the taste; it's the smell. They used to make like a. This is back in like the late '80s, early '90s. They had like the squeaky newspaper.
Yeah.
Well, they had a squeaky newspaper that was chocolate flavored for
Don't
dogs.
remember that.
Well, you were probably like 4.
It could have been.
Okay,
I
so
was 4 in '87, so
yeah, so about that time frame, but that
I remember the newspaper.
flavored newspaper or pork chop.
I remember those.
They had a chocolate flavoring version of those that was just a fake chocolate.
Right, because real chocolate would kill a dog.
Yes, but that fake chocolate smell didn't smell like chocolate. It smelled and tasted like what that fucking milkshake version did.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't good. It was not good in any way, shape, or form. But this crumble coffee cake.
I'm not going to try this with water because I don't have that much left, and I want all this over the rocks, so I'm just going for it. I'm going to pour it in, let it fester, make sure I get my water out of my brewmate if there's any at all. Very little.
You do you. I'm just going to go for it as well, except I'm not taking, because I just finished mine. There we go. Get every drop out, shake it in. If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
You're playing with yourself.
Stir my little toddy.
Yeah, I'm going to let it sit for a second, too.
But I'm excited about this one.
I am, too, and I also Googled classic sweet hot dog relish.
Okay.
Because you said it's ground pickles. Here's the ingredients. 4 to 5 cucumbers, seeded and finely chopped.
Is this homemade?
I just Googled it, dude. I don't know.
So
I
this
clicked
is
the link.
this is a homemade version then.
What do you want me to look up?
Just look up Vlasic. Vlasic relish ingredients.
Relish.
Not mustard relish, because that'll have mustard in it.
Well, yes. All right. Vlasic squeezable home style sweet relish.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
And that popped up. Hold on.
And then but you also need to pull up sweet pickle ingredients.
Why?
So you can compare the two back and forth.
I'm only talking about relish.
Right.
You said relish was just ground pickles. That's all I care about.
Right. So if you take the same pickles, sweet pickles, that Vlasic's using, and you crush them, you have relish.
So it'd be the same ingredients. So either way, there's more.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the same ingredients.
Product details. Vlasic homestyle sweet relish is deliciously sweet pickle relish. Cucumbers, salt and vinegar, along with the Vlasic secret seasoning recipe.
Okay.
And other ingredients, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't tell me everything. Oh, here's the ingredients. Cucumbers, high fructose corn syrup, distilled vinegar, contains 2% or less of salt, xanthan, whatever that is, and guar gums, spice, calcium chloride, sodium benzoate, benzoate, alum. It
got
just
them
says alum,
benzos.
like Alum Creek water, dehydrated red pepper, natural flavors, polysorbate 80, yellow 5, and blue 1. Okay, first off, how can they just list natural flavors? What's that mean? In anything, not just relish.
I don't know.
And secondly, why are we adding yellow and blue dyes to relish?
Why are we adding yellow and blue dyes to anything?
Agreed. Fully agree.
Well, yellow and blue does make green, so it's probably for the liquid.
Still,
I
just
know.
don't.
I agree.
Relish, it's nasty.
So, let's see. Vlasic pickles. That's not what I want. I want pickle ingredients. Actually, there's by law, I think they have to list the ingredients for pickles on their websites. So, I'm looking for sweet pickles, but they're not going to have. It's not going to be called sweet gherkins.
Sweet Gherkin's my stage name.
No crunch at all. These are reviews. I don't want reviews. I want the label. They're not going to give me the label, you fuckers. Here we go. Smart label. So, no, where is ingredients? Cucumbers, water, high fructose corn syrup, distilled vinegar, salt, calcium chloride, natural flavors, polysorbate, ceraclose, and turmeric extract for color. And you can click on all these. And so basically the same thing.
Those weren't the same.
It is basically the same.
Those weren't the same at all. The relish had a lot more in it.
It had like 2 additional things, like yellow and green dye.
It had a lot more.
It did not have a lot more. 7
more. Listen back to this whole episode and count them.
I don't want to.
I know.
I don't even want to listen to this episode again.
And I already closed the tab on my phone, so I'm not going to look it up again.
I'm not going to listen to this episode when I edit it. I'm going to jump through it, make sure I catch the hot cheese talk and the 2 things we talked about. And there's the show notes.
Try that on the rocks.
Oh, I plan to.
Do it now.
It smells really good.
It does.
Smells cold.
Smells cold. Smells hot outside today.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's real good.
I just went British. That was for Patrick. Isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, that is real good.
I like that.
That is very sweet. Like, not sickly sweet, like
it's
pastry sweet.
Yeah.
It's like pastry sweet.
Yep. I agree.
Which is basically what it's named after. There is a little bit of coffee flavor to that after it was put on the rocks. Toasted almonds. Try that again. Not toasted almonds. That was way off.
I just let it sit on my tongue for like 20 seconds.
And
incredible.
The coffee, like that coffee flavor, there's like a slight coffee flavor to it, even though coffee cake doesn't have coffee in it. But there's a slight coffee, like a light
roast,
like a latte.
I can kind of get on board with that.
Almost like a latte.
It's not like a hard, dark black coffee.
No, it's
dark roast or
anything. It's like a sweet, light coffee. That crumbly shit that's on the top, that definitely comes through.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That I don't know what to call that. That's not baking spice. That's fucking sugar. That's pure.
And cinnamon,
brown
probably.
and white sugar, and some cinnamon.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit of clove. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what goes into
some
that.
Paprika.
Yeah,
some
dried red
oregano
peppers and some weed.
Yeah, these are not Tosh brownies, white boy.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
So hey, if you can find this, which you probably won't because it's a limited run,
rate the French one.
The French one, I'm giving it like a 2.5. It was really good. It's going to be really hard to find. But it's so, without it being on ice, it is so hot.
I'm giving it a 2.
It is so hot.
For the rarity, the price, I think you could do a lot better.
$69.99 for the price, by the way. It's not $80.
No, $70.
$70
plus tax.
Plus tax. So $72.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 2. I liked it, but I wasn't over the moon about it.
I liked it.
It was very spicy, which I'm fine with. I liked it a lot on the rocks. On the rocks, I'd probably get 2.5.
Yeah.
But neat, I'm at a 2.
The crumble, I'm at a 3.
I was going to say 3.
I'm at a 3 with that.
That was in my head before you even said it. I think if you can find it, that's worth picking up. But I love coffee cake.
You do?
I like sweet stuff, so... And that sweat bee is trying to get in there.
It's not a sweat bee. It's actually it's corn fly.
Oh, that corn fly is trying to get in there.
That's one of the things that drives me nuts living out here in the country.
Well, it's a good thing you
people
had more corn planted on your property.
No, not that. people continuously call this. They're like, oh, goddamn sweat bees. They're driving me nuts. They're just all over the place, and I can't give them. It's not a sweat bee. It's a fucking corn fly.
I don't care either way. It's a bug.
And all it's going to do is land on you and lick you.
Yeah, it is.
That's what they do. They
I wish it'd land in the right spot.
They lick the sweat. Well, I don't.
Move over, dogs. There's a new animal licking people in town.
And it doesn't need peanut butter.
It just needs your bare pee-pee.
But sweat bees will land on you and then end up ultimately stinging you because you move. And that hurts like hell. These are just an annoyance.
I've got to Google cornfly because until today I've never even heard of it.
Go ahead. They're a
I
thing.
believe you. I've just never heard of it. New tab.
I'll wait.
Oh, I messed up.
Awkward silence while...
I almost accidentally closed my Tom Brady opens up about parenting in the NFL World Reacts tab, which I know you care about.
Well, I'm curious of what his parenting style is.
Oh, well, we could talk about that, especially when we do another episode.
Well, I can break this into two.
Some people refer to hoverflies as cornflies
There you
or
go.
sweat bees, but these insects are actually quite different from bees.
They're not even sweat bees. There is actually sweat bees. They're little itty-bitty bees. They're usually black.
Hoverflies belong to the order Diptera, or the true flies. The most notable group at this time of year belong to the genus Toxomeris, which feed on pollen. So they don't even feed on corn?
No.
Dumb. There are
But
many
they're
other
found in the
flies,
country
blah, blah,
and,
blah,
and
blah.
whatever, so people call them corn flies.
Compared to sweat bees, hoverflies have black and yellow markings and are able to fly in place, yet dart away quickly.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, interesting. There's a whole bunch of
I've
stuff
shot
to
them
learn
with
about
my bug assault several times, like in midair. It's fun to watch them just go. Like there's one right there. Look at them go. They hover. Hoverflies.
They're like hummingbirds, but tiny.
But annoying. Super fucking annoying. This Alec and Bradley Gatekeeper is really good.
I should have had you get a picture of my cigar.
I don't want a picture of your cigar
No.
because I'm not putting it on the Buckhorn page.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even really been
F you
talking.
then.
I haven't even in the last show.
What if somebody wants to try it and they don't know what the band looks like now?
Too bad. Listen back to the show. It's a sturgeon special.
Screw you all. Sturgeon?
Yeah.
The fish?
Yeah.
Tastes like Lake Erie. Mmm.
I mean,
Are there sturgeon in Lake Erie? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I know there's bass and I know there's perch.
There's probably walleye and the Loch Ness Monster.
That'd be awesome.
The Loch Ness Monster's in Lake Erie.
In Lake Erie, you're right. Not even in a Scottish loch.
Nope.
I mean, it could have swam here.
It's a Diplosaurus.
That'd be awesome, too.
I mean, that's all the Loch Ness Monster is.
All the Loch Ness Monster is
Yeah.
a faked picture
It's a log.
that was made on a toy boat. I listened to a podcast about it. That's how I know it's true.
It's a log. Actually, there was an article that just came out that they found the skeleton of what they think. They found a fossil of what they think could have been what the Loch Ness Monster is.
The Loch Ness Monster's been proven. The people that did it came forward and said they did it.
Not the stupid,
picture?
not the picture and the dumb shit. The actual dinosaur
That started the rumors.
that started the whole rumor. They actually found, but it wasn't in Scotland. I don't remember where it was. They actually found the fossil of an
in Australia. It's got to be.
probably or
New
Utah.
Zealand. Utah. It's a Great Salt Lake.
It could be. That was all underwater at one point.
Mormons ate on it for years.
Fucking Mormons. In their magic underwear. Mitt Romney.
In their Mitt Romneys. Oh,
Actually,
man.
in Salt Lake City, the cop car in Salt Lake actually has the Mormon logo on the cop
Oh,
car
that don't surprise me.
because they are so Mormon there.
They are.
I walked by when I was out in Utah, I don't know, several years ago for a conference. We walked by the Mormon, the church, the cathedral.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It would rival the Vatican.
Oh, I'm sure it's incredible.
It is incredible. There are statues everywhere, but you can't get on property unless you're Mormon.
Yeah, because you'll go to hell and send them all to hell.
I didn't have magic underwear on me.
You should have got
And I
those.
don't have 8 wives.
You should have got those new underwear that cup your balls.
I have those.
Keep your shafts
They're
separate.
not magic.
They're not. Oh, man. Yep. Good times. Great oldies on B97.
Trying to blow smoke rings.
I could tell.
Can't do it.
You failed successfully.
Yes. There's a bug
In your eye. That was awesome. I watched it too.
still there.
He's like, yeah, I'll show you what a cornfly is.
He's like, I'll show you what a smoke ring is, asshole. We crawl up in your tear ducts.
You just got penetrated by a bug.
I did.
They will lick you.
I'm fine with that. Ooh, almost got that one, though. All right. I don't have any more to talk about. This was good. It was an okay show.
No, it was a great show.
It
It
was a good show.
was really good.
Was it, though? We had a show that had 175 downloads
When?
like 2 weeks ago.
What?
There's a bug still in my eyeball.
This is so not entertaining for people listening.
No.
But I've got a giant grin on my face. And it's just a lot of radio silence.
There we go. All right.
Did you get it?
I think so. Did I?
Put your cigar out in your eyeball.
I
Burn him.
swear to God, it's like a spider. I've had like 4 little spiders hanging off the brim of my hat.
You should take a shower sometime.
No. I don't want to ruin the streak.
In your underwear?
Yeah. No, the fuck was I talking about?
Show with downloads.
Yeah. So we had a show that did like 100 and some like 100, I think it was like close to 170 downloads
Nice.
in one 1 week period.
Ah, we went viral.
Something. Let me look it up real quick. 'Cause
That's
I
what
know-
the folks want to listen
I know.
to.
I know what the fuck. I know what they want to hear. They want to hear us talk about a show and how
Does
people.
Corey smoke cigars?
He will next week when he comes down.
That's right.
Because I said we'll do a deck pour, which is what we're doing now. I said so we'll do deck pour, and then we'll smoke cigars and enjoy ourselves.
I mean, unless it's like 100 plus, I'm good with recording outside for as long as we can.
You will record outside. Oh, it was the Apple Bottom Jeans episode.
That was a good episode.
133 downloads.
That's a good episode.
That was a great episode.
That one should be shared more by our friends so we can become famous.
Well, so that's the thing. Like I actually made a post. I've been trying to post more on the Buckhorn Podcast Instagram account, and I found a reel. It's like, oh, people ask why you're not famous yet. I was like, because you don't share my fucking shit. And I made a post about
I saw
doing
it.
that, and some people shared that.
I also liked your John Daly meme.
Oh, the bourbon collectors
Yeah.
versus the bourbon drinkers.
I
Yeah.
love the meme in general, but yeah, that one made me smile.
I am following. There's an account that I follow now on my personal account called Country Club Adjacent,
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
and they do.
Actually, I think I follow them.
They do this thing where they go to all these like big invitationals and all these different
more
golf
popular
outings.
courses.
Well, like they go to the PGA events,
Yeah,
and then they stand while someone's teeing off, and then roast the shit out of them.
oh yeah, I've seen a couple of those videos.
And there was one where they said something to John Daly about how, something about going to Taco, like, why is your Taco bill more expensive than your alimony payment? And he's like, because I fucking like to eat. Like,
Yeah.
he
He
hasn't
doesn't
come
care.
back for him every single time. But they're trying to get in the person's head before they tee off.
Right.
Or right as they're teeing off.
Dude,
to
you're
see
not
if they
getting to
can-
John Daly.
No. That guy
John Daly
the
is
best.
He is a sarcastic comedian that can hit golf balls really far.
Yeah.
Really far.
While he's telling the joke.
I saw
Not
one
like-
video where him and his son were getting ready to tee off against 2 other pros. And he's like, all right, let's play hole for hole. What do you want to do, 500 hole, 5,000
That
hole?
wasn't his son. That was against the Country Club adjacent guys.
No, there was one that is, he said, me and my boy against you two.
Yeah, it was the Country Club adjacent guys. He's like, what do we do, 500 a hole?
That's nuts.
And they're like, I don't know that I can do that. They took the bet, and the one guy, like, on one of the holes, one of the guys beat John Daly. Like, he did it in 2 or some shit, and John did it in 3. And he's like, oh, he goes, we're not negative anymore.
My favorite still, and I talked about it last time we recorded, was when he pulled up on a golf cart, chugged a Miller Lite, and then said, all right, where's the first tee box and what's the course record?
Yeah.
I love that.
And
He is Happy Gilmore if Adam Sandler was allowed to be his true self while
yeah.
golfing. Like, just say what he thinks and not care. And I'm here for it.
I like the guy.
Makes the game better, more fun.
Well, he's like everybody else that wants to play golf that doesn't play golf
Yeah.
because they're afraid to go out on the course because they're not proper.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't know, man. He's just awesome. He cracks me up.
He's a professional golfer, and he just doesn't give a shit.
No.
I mean, I've never seen anybody out on a PGA tour on a PGA course playing in a tournament drunk.
Yeah, and playing well
and beating everybody.
Yeah, dressing in his weird outfits, which I love.
So one of those. So I found there's another account that I follow that I get ads for all the time. It's like RSVLT something rifles, I think is what it is, and they do all these different, almost like Hawaiian S type shirts. John Daly is wearing one of their fucking shirts.
Nice.
And I'm like, I want to get some of their shirts. Like some of their shirts are like flamingos holding AK-47s.
That's awesome.
Or sharks with miniguns attached.
With lasers attached to their head?
Well, lasers and miniguns.
That's awesome.
But they're $35 a shirt.
Worth it.
I don't know.
I used to...
like I said, you don't get rich by buying everything.
10 to 15 years ago, I was golfing in leagues every summer and golfing more often. And there's a clothing company came out. It was unlike nobody was doing anything golf-wise that wasn't proper.
Zod.
No.
iZod.
No. That's proper. It was called Tattoo Golf.
Okay.
And their main logo was a skull and two irons crossed.
Okay.
And I bought some of their stuff and wore it just because it was different.
And now they're not around anymore.
No, they're still around.
You couldn't keep them in business.
They're still around. And I don't think anything they have fits me now, but they are still around. Because I checked probably 6 months ago. I was like, they've expanded. So good for them.
I was real upset about, because I wanted to do in my adventures to try to start a clothing company, I wanted to do one called Black Clover. Well, Black Clover already exists.
Well, then you can't do that.
So I can't do that. But they didn't exist much.
Or do they exist in another country and then you can be Black Clover USA?
They're here because I've seen them. I've seen some of their shit sold in, like Top Golf carries Black Clover hats and shit. Which was disappointing because when I started, they had just started. I'm like, fuck.
You should be Pink Clover.
No, I have another idea. I just need to not be so lazy about
Flaming wieners with tridents.
No. That's the hat I'm wearing. And no, which is Akron,
whatever
their minor league team is
club
for the Mexicans. Which, when they were doing my roof, not an issue.
But they were Mexican.
The crew that was out was
and
all
I didn't
Mexican.
like it.
I come outside, and you want to talk about like an awkward situation. I come outside, and I'm like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
None of them spoke English.
They all looked at me, and I went, "Hablo inglés?" No. And then one looked at another guy, said something, and they all laughed. Then I went, "Great talk, guys. Great talk." And just walked out to Liz's car like I'd come out to get something out of her car, grabbed something out of the car, and went back inside.
Like, you reached in the car and, like, ripped off the shift knob.
I'm like, fuckers.
Needed this inside.
Playing a game. Need a shifter.
They all started laughing. You should have been like, INS?
Ice?
Ice? Deporte? Yeah, we worked with some Mexicans.
Fucking run.
When I was working
the
at
cherry off my cigar again.
Shigar, there's a Mexican drywalling crew, and these dudes would throw up drywall faster and better than anybody I've ever seen. These guys, they were throwing up, like we have 4x8 sheets.
Yeah.
This was at a car dealership. They were throwing up like 4x16-foot panels with one or two guys. They'd like lean against the wall, get a lift, and one guy would hold it.
Yep.
And then he'd just like smack it, and the whole 16-foot thing would slap the wall, and then just beep, 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 beep.
Yep.
On to the next. And then in the mezzanine, it had one of those ceilings that's like got notches in it and crap.
Yeah.
The guy would literally be there with a tape measure and be like, blah, 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 and another guy would be drawing with a tape measure onto the drywall.
Yeah.
They just cut it by hand, pop, 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 throw it up there. Oh, I did not see them mess up once.
No, they're
Not once.
I will
It was
say-
the most impressive thing.
they are good at what they do because they do just that one thing.
And then at lunch break, they would start flipping quarters. And you couldn't understand them, but they would be throwing down money anywhere from $5 to $1,000. So there'd be like a stack of drywall. Somebody throw down a bet. Somebody else would take that bet, match it, and they'd flip a quarter. And we were all watching one day, and I was like, all right, you guys have been playing this game every day at lunch break for like the 2 months I've been here.
And they looked at you and went, no hablo inglés.
No, they did speak Spanish, but not while they were working with each other. They explained the game to me, and then me and a couple of my buddies got in on it. We started every day at lunch. And it's one of these things where you call heads or tails, and it's like best 2 out of 3, basically.
Okay.
But it's like if you call heads and it's tails, then the next time you call heads and it's heads, and then there's other rules to it. I forget now, but yeah, I got into gambling with Mexicans.
Well, the crew that was here, they took a nap under my tree.
Siesta.
I mean, they took, I think the entire time they were here, they took 2 breaks or maybe 3 breaks.
Yeah.
But holy shit. Because Liz and I work in the studio, what is essentially the studio when we're not outside in the glorious air that is right now, the entire fucking house was shaking.
They'll run across that roof.
They were tearing shit off the roof. Things are like loud bangs. But then when they started bringing shingles up,
yeah, just dropping them.
Well, they were loading them on basically what was a shingle elevator that went up that ran up the ladder.
They're a fancy crew then.
Yeah, so they would take it off the ladder and then just drop it.
Yeah,
and it's like boom, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I brought up, I looked on a camera and I just see shingle run up, thing come down. Shingle run up, thing come down.
Yeah.
Well, then they started like picking them up and trucking them across the house. So they were throwing them across the tops of the the ridge, and you just hear ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Well, every single time then it sounded like someone put on a lucha libre mask, and they started having wrestling matches on the roof.
Yes.
The Rock got up there and dropped the people's fucking elbow, and the entire house shook.
That's awesome.
4 or 5 times. Well, then one of the dudes from the company that helps run the company, he doesn't speak Spanish. He's just
white
supervisor, white guy, fucking white people anyway. He shows up and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "It's fine." I said, "But I don't know what in the fucking WWE is going on that roof." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, at some point, while you're sitting there, I said, the entire house is shaking. He's like, well, it's probably when they're dropping shingles. I'm like, oh, no, I know what it sounds like when they're dropping shingles. I said, this sounds like they're throwing a wrecking ball through the roof. I said, I had to stop the deer skull that we have.
Yeah.
Damn near fell off the TV.
Jeez.
That's how much the house was shaking while they were doing shit. I said, I swear to God, I said, the Rock's up there fucking dropping the people's elbow. I said, I don't know who's up there with a lucha libre mask. I said, but that motherfucker's wrestling him too. I said, he got body slammed. And he's just like, all that's going on your roof? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on up there. I said, all I know is I'm working and shit's falling off the walls. And he's like, well, they do a really good job.
Yeah, it looks like they did.
I said, they did a really good job. I said, but what the fuck is going on my roof? I said, there was a party and I wasn't invited.
Great.
I want to know what's going on up there.
Did they have their battery-powered Milwaukee radio?
Nope. No radios. They all had Bluetooth headsets.
That's what it was.
They all had Bluetooth headsets. They all yelled at each other in Spanglish. And they were using a gas-powered air compressor.
Okay.
For everything.
That was probably quiet, too.
Yeah, it was super quiet. Yeah. You could time it, because it was almost like you were like a secret password, like a type of deal. So you would...
nobody heard that.
All right, hold on. And then you would get...
They had a rhythm down.
They had a rhythm, so you heard the dun 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 dun.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
Dun dun dun. So it was like they were just fucking around up there while
it's roofing time.
Which is fine. And I don't know why you had to use Cool Runnings for roofing.
El Runnings. I don't know. That's just what popped in my head.
But they did it. They did a good job, I think.
It
hasn't rained yet, so it's not leaking.
Yeah, that's true. It's not leaking if it's dry out.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, I guess, whenever it starts raining here next week or later this week. Or
if it's even worse than before.
I'll be fucking pissed.
That would suck so
Well,
bad.
they showed up. What the funny thing was I got a text from White Boy, and he's like, "Hey, the crew's not coming out today. It's supposed to rain." Fine, no big deal. Crew showed up.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, the crew's here. And he's like, what?
He did not relay that message to
And he's
them.
like, hold on. He's like, I'll call you back. So he calls me back about 5 minutes. So it's like, so I talked to so-and-so, and the crew didn't get the message they weren't supposed to be out there today. So, like, they were here. They were setting shit up, putting down tarps, getting ladders up on. Then they had to tear everything down, and they just sat over by the shed. They just sat there for like an hour. Fucking raining. They're just kind of sitting there. I'm like, are they hobos? Like,
Yes.
I'm like,
They have nowhere else to go.
but they all, like, legitimately 10 guys showed up in one van.
I was going to ask how many.
It was the literal stereotype of
I was
a
just
van
about
of
to ask.
Mexicans.
I was just about to ask how many people showed up in one vehicle.
10 guys, one van. One work van. With 2 ladders
With the
on
supplies.
top.
Yeah.
Supplies were delivered separately.
Oh, okay.
So, like, the shingles and all that stuff was delivered,
Yeah, just dropped.
just dropped by on the guy on a semi, and he just like, this is where you want them. I'm like, oh, put them in the driveway. I mean,
Yeah.
just make sure it's out of the way. You want it in the back corner? Pff, fine by me. I don't give a shit. And then 10 guys showed up in one Ecoline Ford E250
Nice.
or E150, whatever the Ecoline van is,
Yeah.
with a ladder rack and 2 ladders.
That's all you need. I got 2
It was like a
ladders
bunch
and
of-
10
It
Mexicans.
was like fucking clown car. They just kept getting out. And was like,
I don't think you're allowed to call them clowns these days.
what would you call a clown?
I call a clown a clown.
Well, that's what I said. It says, well, like a clown car.
Oh. I believe they're Mexican Americans. They're here to steal our jobs.
Yeah, they can have the job of roofing because I don't want that shit. There are certain jobs that I will not do, that I wouldn't even consider.
Not even if it was like coming down to not being able to pay your bills.
I mean, that's
Like desperate situation.
desperate situation is different. But, you know, if I had the option between working at a drive-through at Burger King or roofing a house, I'm going to take the drive-through at Burger King.
Oof.
Oh, no, it's going to suck.
And it's not going to pay anything.
Well, either is really roofing the house.
You can make some good money roofing.
Not as a Mexican, you can't.
Not if you're legal, you can.
But I just don't want to be up on, you know, in a 90-degree day, it's going to be 110 on that roof.
Easy.
Easy. And on a 90-degree day, it's going to be, I don't know, about 77 to 65 in Burger King.
Yep, fair enough.
And all I got to do is go, that's going to be $5.95. Here's your bag.
There
I
you
ain't
go.
making the food. I'm just handing it out the window and collecting cash.
I've noticed a lot of people in drive-thrus get to sit on stools now, too.
Yeah. Well,
Just
it's
chill.
because they're all, you know, overweight.
No. Nope. I've seen young, in-shape looking folks sitting on stools. I was like,
I haven't
that's not
seen
too bad.
anybody in shape looking working at any fast food restaurant
Really?
ever.
Maybe it's Lancaster.
Well, it's because they're all meth heads.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, maybe it's meth.
Maybe it's methylene.
Yeah.
Maybe it's methamphetamine.
This Alec Bradley's still really good.
It's been a long smoke for you.
It has. Well, I did set it down for a while, and I've had to relight it twice because I knocked the cherry off. But
No.
that's what I do.
The cherry.
I'm a cherry buster.
It's like a filibuster, but for fruit.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
All right, how long have we been recording?
I don't know.
Feels like a long time. I feel just like
hour 30?
I'm waiting on the first time.
We got an hour 30.
Are we done, or are we going to keep rolling?
I don't know.
Well, I'm like, I got another cigar. We're going to get anything else to try. You going to make this 2 episodes?
I can make this two shorter episodes. One for the French cuvee, now median.
Yeah, but we read them at the same time.
We did.
Just make it 1 episode.
I can make it 1 episode.
If we want to, we'll record another.
I mean, we can see what Mo and Jason and Patrick are up to. I mean,
Okay.
it's 9:00 in the UK right now.
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
don't
going to bed.
Actually, he might be because he gets up early. But let's see. Yeah, so check us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Insta, Google, Tweetstagram. Martel's got a flaming wiener
On my head.
on his head.
Yeah, if you can get a bottle of the Ohio, it's an Ohio barrel pick. There's 5 or 6 different bottles in this series this time. 2 of them we have. It's the roasted French medium and the crumble coffee cake, which are exclusive to Ohio. So if you're in any of the surrounding states, cross the border, see if you can get one if you're lucky enough. Apparently, these 2 are the hardest 2 to get. They are both very good, and I highly recommend them. I'm Martel. He's Randy.
Okay, bye.
Stay salty. 7:15.